Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down.
Yellow. Screen. Screen. 57. Joker. He's coming. Double up. 64. Weak. Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense is fine. I mean, that's
on the catch and run.
Come on now.
Defense put pretty good pressure on him. He's able to flush out to his right.
You got to make the play. You got to make the play.
On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's the first
you got to switch it up.
I'm
just saying, you got to make it.
And he is swallowed up right at
we want to make every formation look weird.
Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Especially as a Tom Brady.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
We call him D, baby.
That's what their job is.
Like
and really, a lot of the time, they have to
NFL.
throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends. They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Let's pick it.
Come on. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Man, that's track though. Check. 45.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away.
You want me to call D or not?
Goes. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Brady back in the lineup. We didn't
Brady's
see him
incompletion
again.
on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's back in. That's all right. We just didn't think we'd see it again. It's fine.
Hey, team 6.
You're the offensive coordinator, so.
Throwing again. Brady. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
All right.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with
Got
some
a special game
experience
coming
and
up
some
tonight,
moxie,
the Bills and Colts.
you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Brady, I know right there.
Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body.
That's the time.
Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Ooh, I like Jim now.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Jim.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Check.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
He got in, though. I give him that.
Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Good stuff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
When the button comes up, do you tap it or just hit once? Or hold it? Like when you're breaking through the line. Shed. I know, it's so confusing.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch it. Check. Hey, ribble in.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Got it.
Watch the shit. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First down, a run with Cohen.
Oh, what a move. Oh, that's good. That's good. Keep him inside.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5 wide. 5 wide. Watch it deep.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
There it is. Come on.
And that'll be incomplete.
That's it.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I mean, they're getting pressure, baby.
They continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes.
Look, see what I'm saying? He's got to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Check 99. Check 99.
It's all right. Run it.
72.
Brady now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
I think you think it might be that hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations.
I'm going out of bounds. I'm going out of bounds when I catch it. I'm going out of bounds.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return.
But Tom Brady will turn on you in a heartbeat, boy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I don't know. I just wish the head coach would keep Tom responsible because Tom wants to pass.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
I mean,
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good run.
I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play.
Out of rating for about 2 quarters.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brady.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Team is in disarray. Well, this is the most disarrayed team I've ever seen in my life. Together when they was up 7-0. He was up 7-0. You know, everything was good.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd
I mean, it's just what champions go to, you know. Everybody just wants to win. And there's the delay a game on Tom Brady. Delay a game. Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, let him make a play. Let him make a play for you.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Chubb, we gotta work with our superstars. You just can't, you know what I'm saying?
Guys are available.
Yeah, that's
put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
10-7, folks. 10-7. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
Shake it off.
You don't have to prove your toughness.
Shake it off.
You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Shake it off.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
You mess around and put me back in the back. You know what I can do, Chubb. You know what I can do back here.
I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. You know what I can do. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Chubb, you know who I am. Relax. Ooh, he doing you. Yeah, let the computer get him. There you go.
Obviously
Come on.
Not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Won one night back to back.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding room at the 30. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Right.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I got you. I got you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
This is what I do. That's what I do, Chubbs. I think we got it on lock.
I think his guys will get the football back. Due to time constraints, we move you forward.
I mean, I came all the way from left field to center field. I mean, that looked like some Ed Reed stuff right there. Oh, yeah, he was burnt. He was burnt. He was burnt.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Ooh, gone. Already. Ooh.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
We should not lose to this team. We can agree on that. We should not lose to this team. Ooh, I know what this play is. Right there. Right there. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we'll go this way. We'll go this way. We'll go right there. Yeah. God, Joe. Brady is so demanding. That's great, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
That's pretty.
Kelsey on the ground.
That was pretty.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
Yeah, that's Tom Brady. That's Tom Brady on that.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's Chubb Cake's dab off him. See, he can block.
It's Brown. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check 31, check 31. Check the backer, check the backer. Come back.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Aaron Donald with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight unable to find anyone open.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 54. Mike 54. Dan.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike 54.
Hey, Delta. When it hit. Ball 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
65.
On 1st down, Cohen. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem to me.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Win championships, baby.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, set. Wide,
54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 37. Check 37.
Bravo.
54. Right there. 54, Mike.
3D, hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
Too tough to
My mic
hold on
wasn't
to
on.
that one. It's second down.
Cornerback, he
Well, it just
didn't even
seems
move.
like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And down he'll go at the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yeah.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Brady's throw there complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, it's Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Mike 50. Crunch time, defense.
Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Yellow.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Yellow.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Joseph, that's not what it is.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our
Gruden's
workout, we
take
still
me
made
out
it
of
through
Chicago.
this thing
Get me
together,
out of
didn't
here.
we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you. So it
We need
doesn't
to change
matter.
something
But
up.
thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Change your
You're the
uniforms.
quarterback.
Definitely change
Always
your
a
uniforms.
pleasure, my friend.
Get us out of Tampa Bay. Get us out of Chicago. Put us on Oakland or... No, put us in Oakland. Get us a whole new look. Oakland, get us a dome stadium. Get us something. A dome stadium. That might be... Yeah. Get us something crazy. Yeah. Yeah. No, tonight. No, we're about to make some changes tonight, Chubbs. Do it. Do it. Do it. Putty.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
I'm going to trade it up.
The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I got to adjust my defense to where we have the right personnel in the spot because I have too many big names. You know what I'm saying? Like big linemen. I don't need linemen. I just few. I got too many. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I think we need to get off the secondary, to tell you the truth. Scoop got to get a linebacker. It's not. Yeah. Let me see what we can do here. Let's change some stuff up here. Come on now. Ram was quarterback now. Let's come on. Relax now. Relax. I think you need a scrambling quarterback, yeah. I don't even think you need him, though. I think the 200, what is it, the 200 one? Yeah. my goodness.
How fucked up is that? You get shot in the country and you can't even go to the hospital and kick you out.
That's crazy. Yeah. New unis. New unis. New stadium. Mm. Coming. He's just getting his final free agent. All right. I was thinking middle linebacker. What do you think, Chubb? Safety? That's what I was thinking. I think Chubb's. There he is, Bobby Wag. Or Keekly, which one? Which one? Who'd you get? Oh. All right, Bobby Wagner is added to the addition. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. There he is. All right.
It's just an accountability. It's an accountability thing, really. At this point, it is. How can you be accountable whenever the coach is showing? You know what I'm saying? He's looking good, isn't it? Defense is like fucking the coach don't care about it. I'm not like defense like leaves. You know what I'm saying? So that's offensive crew out here. You know, we working on stuff. Ball protection mainly. He's the runner. Okay, he's it don't matter. I mean, it could be a 99. Point is, can his team come together and save this season?
We've got an 87 defense. Good God, what else do we need? The owner is like, what else? Like, the owner is like, what else do y'all need? What do you need? Let me know. He's like, you need another safety. What do you need? Deion Sanders? You want Deion? Is that what you need? Oh.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Check.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson flushed to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
Come on.
You okay? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
Check 44-14. Check 45.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
36 power.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
On third down, Wilson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Aaron Donald able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to fourth down as well. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
All right. I mean, defense come off the field. They did exactly what they're supposed to do right there. Tampa fans excited. Offense a little delayed. They must be during a commercial break or something. A little delay there. Look at the restaurant seats. Nobody's eating.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10.
Be a trait they got.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
if we
as
can
a
go
lot
a game
of
without a
receivers,
fumble.
tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Exit.
50, Mike, 50.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Run it off. Okay.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
I got it.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Is that not the smartest play he's ever done in his life?
Allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Good. Very good. A lot of argument going on. This team, I don't think we could play a game without arguing.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of football as
I feel like we
begin the
played
second
16
quarter,
games.
as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I mean, it's a good drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Give me some. Give me some. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Wait, that's 53.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that's 53. No, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the gun, Brady. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, my bad.
And he fires one incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes. Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2nd down and goal. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
12.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Fine.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, fellas.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
Let's go. Let's go, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. And then going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Quick, 190. Alert.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Be alert. 45. Mike, 45. Defense, let's go.
Wilson throwing again. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson being chased out left. This is caught. It's Cooks. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon Cooks. 52 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They go to Johnson again. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
7 sacks. When has that been done, huh?
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Strahan.
And
the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
53.
Check.
450.
Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Who you want?
No, 66.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A throw over the middle taken in. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Johnson, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, guys.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
That was a pick.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
45 the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Antonio Gates there to make the grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
We had different uniforms.
This one taken from the 7. Able to push his way through.
Oof, oof. Oh, he goes. He goes. No, he's not. Yes, he is.
And they're going to
So, not only did your teammate try to take the ball
it's a
from him.
return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it.
I mean,
Stop
you just
him.
do it,
I
we'll go
guarantee
work
you,
out, because he's not going to run the route you want.
Fantasy owners,
He
you
just-
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings.
Offensive coordinator's like,
That's
it's
just
a
new age
bubble,
stuff.
Goopy. He's in there.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards
doing
up to
the
the
whole thing,
27-yard line.
He's going to do his own thing, coach.
Mike 54. Left pass. Left pass.
One last shot for Wilson. And down he goes.
I mean, they
Buccaneers
have
sack.
we'll him out here on the line. How many sacks we get out of that, Chubb?
That's how we do it, baby.
Let me check that defense out. Defense is 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 sacks. Wow. 3 each by our linemen. Well, 3, 3, and 2 by straight hand. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now that's the production we need right there. That's the automatic. Yeah. You get an 11 sack category, you're good. Everybody feel good? Yeah, feeling good. Unlock anything? Really wish we'd get new uniforms. Just new unis would look good. Dome. I think we could go faster in the dome. Yeah. I see 1. We see 2. Yep, we're good. Loading right up. Bubble screen, Scooby. That didn't. That didn't work out. Yeah. Yep. He said, "Yep." Straight up the middle.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football's a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, Green 80, 190. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not a good omen.
Is that why we're doing it?
First throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go play action here on first down.
You had both of them.
They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that?
Nah, 1 minute.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3 down, 3 down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. My goodness, this is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
180! 180!
Rivers now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
That pressure, baby. Ooh, that pressure, baby. Getting in there. We're pushing that pocket back. Pressure make them pipes bust, Chuck.
Not
You
only
know
was the
that,
call
right?
spot on,
Ooh.
how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers.
Pressure.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay.
Go. Go. Watch the safety creep.
Sugar!
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsay. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I think they had that. They had that one.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They can't hang with us.
On play action. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, that 29. Alpha.
Watch the screen. Pass. Safe.
Oh, my bad.
Sugar!
Minus 50. Silver.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all.
Don't tell me you got it in there.
Did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Let's go.
Now, get a new kicker. Get a new punter. New punter.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own
big
territory.
Daddy.
But the other guys
DT,
held
what
up.
happened?
They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 22, Rivers steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Glowing. I mean, the D's been playing like that.
After 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football.
I mean, you got
they've got it with
you know
the
what I'm
first
saying?
and
You got
10.
to give the credit where the credit's due. It's 0-0.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Hey, check it. Mike 50. Wide to the hit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Chubb, you had me, boy. You had me beat, boy. Had him burnt. Chubb.
And he takes us beyond the 35
Chubb,
before
I had him
going
beat,
out of
dog.
bounds. It's a game
I know.
of
Take a
11
shot right
yards
here.
at
Take a
time,
shot.
and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to that outside, boy. I'm going to that outside, boy.
Hey, 66.
Again, it's Brady.
Ooh.
And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Quick with it.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
That was a
Give
heavy
yourself
catch.
some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Ooh, heel's gone, baby.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Ball held up
Picked
a
up
little
by
bit.
the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Keeps glowing.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that,
he's
you
going to burn
can
that
go
up.
for big
Yeah,
yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Somebody want to get over there?
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
I mean, come on, DT, baby.
Nice time
Fuck
in play,
with it.
and
That's a
sometimes
user.
it can break big.
Kind of like the DT, D-line. I like it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Stay there. Stay there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
When he grabs
so his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be
Rivers having a hard time. 4 of 9, 26,
like they're
2
going to be able
picks.
to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover.
It's about time I get a shot.
It doesn't feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Baby, come on.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That was close to a big play. And just
I was trying to go on to the house. I should have just hit it.
He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just couldn't complete it.
Good stuff, boy.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Philip Lindsay 78 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Hey, the 49 ain't too bad, is it?
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter,
Kinda like
almost
it with
like
the
a
new
feeling
man.
out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Is that a permanent thing? Is that just a mode? Oh, my goodness. Scoop. Scoop. You can get in Transformers. You can get in them. You can get in them, Scoop.
Carolina getting set to take
yeah,
the field.
you can get in them and start
Still
shooting.
more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
Michael Strahan is back here causing a havoc right
when
now.
given the opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers.
God,
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here.
finally living up to its potential here. Gruden, it took them a while. It took them a long time. They added Wagner. I think Wagner's brought a little, you know.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
You just remember who makes him throw it, okay? I mean, look, there's your bus pipe, baby.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that.
Defense leading.
It's
Defense
all about
leading.
the ball. And without the
Super Bowl,
ball, you can't get those points.
Split
they
them.
just turned it
Split
over.
them home.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over.
I got him.
Now Brady on target over the middle to Hill.
How you celebrate?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You can never have a good moment with this thing. I don't care if you're up 49-0. The teammates hate each other. I mean, they really do. The offense hates the defense. The defense hates Tom Brady. They absolutely hate Tom Brady. They hate Tom.
This will be fielded at the 8.
They hate. Oh, Alshon would. I mean, they don't even talk. Alshon don't even talk to the offensive coordinator. Alshon cannot stand the offensive coordinator.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6.
Get ugly here in Tampa. Crowd liking it, folks. Crowd liking it here in Tampa.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of...
Chubbs, we clicking now. We clicking. clicking. I don't know if Bobby Wagner did this, brought the locker room together. You know, he's a vet, right? They brought him in. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is where it screws up. Yeah, I think this is where it screws up right here. Just close that. Let's do a Tweety thing. Ooh, new items. What I get? Let's see. I don't want to fix. here it comes. $31.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play it.
Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Relax. Early.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Good thing.
Alert. Rip.
Throwing again. Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to put a screen soon.
50.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
We go inside. Oh, my bad.
Mike's 5'4".
Might be good, though.
Mike's 5'4".
Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Pressure bust pipes, baby.
Themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back.
I tell you, pressure busting pipes, baby. Khalil Mack and what's his name? Your boy from the Texans.
Right, you're behind. What do your coaches always tell you?
They
get
are
it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they're trying to get it back right away.
That's changed their defense. Those two players have. Let me just tell you. You know what they're doing.
Hey, 66.
Yeah, they bring it. I'm gonna hit the middle. I'm gonna hit the middle down slant. I'm gonna hit the middle. They're playing man-to-man, so it's going to be a hard.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That one caught by Tyreek
he can't go on the 101.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They're counting on they're going to get to you before
Good
you
start
get
after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
No. I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to go straight up.
Hey, Alabama.
I got you. He's going to think I'm going to cut over the middle again.
Regular.
On 1st down, Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college roles. Oh, we need that 1 foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Underneath, I'm going underneath.
To throw again, Brady, and Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
No pick. We got field goal. We're good. Nope.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Oh, okay.
72. Alpha. Go Bandit.
Brady to throw again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
And Mac, I'm telling you, they've changed.
Distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Look, I'm just telling you
right now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Chubb, they made the D.
This will be fielded at the 8.
They're good. Oh.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. And
somebody
for the touchdown, Kansas City, from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
Come on,
and they should. He's a very good player. Remember,
like
they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
That was a pick.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Get that pick, baby.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill. 65 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Now look here,
They
defense.
that
Let me grab y'all by the helmet. Let me grab that secondary by the
What
helmet.
do we call that? Short-lived?
Put you in that position, you pick it out.
2 plays later, they're in the
Made
end
us look
zone
real
and
bad.
back out in
Made us
front.
look real
We always talk
bad.
about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays
out here
count as a
chasing this
drive?
quarterback.
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable
we're
to
making
watch.
this quarterback throw early.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down. It's Cullen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first down coming up. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
He took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
Burn again.
Gosh,
so
boy. Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
No.
A big play there.
No. You cannot let somebody. I played that safety every time. You don't let somebody get behind you. That's the key.
The extra point up and good.
That's 2.
And the lead is now 14 to 10.
That's 2, folks. That's 2. I mean, it'd be 14,
the
10 to nothing
team
right
on the
now.
field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, so I can't believe that. Burning twice.
It's a very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Don't get burnt.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Easy. Here it comes. He's going to throw it quick. I'm telling you right now, you got to throw it quick.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Yellow.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Cover 2 hard flat. Cover 2 hard flat.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and goal, Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Cover 2 or cover 3? Which one? Okay. Watch your middle. Watch the middle.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's Mahomes.
Good D. Let's
to
go.
The goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Butker's kick here is good.
17-10 game.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah. Quick.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But the same...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, baby. Don't get tackled.
And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Random.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his
caliber. That's going to be crazy in the league, ain't it? Look at this.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts
25 yards
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, still going.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Back.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20.
They got some big holes there.
Timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
What are we doing here? Huh? Ooh, you see him on me? I'm going to break. I'm going to run it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Ooh, you had me, baby. Oh, easy.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
All right, let's go.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So many, yeah, so many.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Hey, come on,
and he's
come on.
going to be
I got you, black boy.
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. He's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Mahomes firing complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. And Ingram hauls it in. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run. This is Brown. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
2 or 3. Which one you like better?
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All right. Hey, they're going to take some. They may get conservative on defense. We'll see.
Fly 20.
Definitely not blitzing on them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He switched to Lattimore. I'm going to cut in next time he does that, okay?
And it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ooh, same. Safety.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
got him.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
45. Mike, 45.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go, here we go.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Mike 27.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going deep this time for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Can we run this?
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run here with Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Definitely can't turn it over.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
What's it look like? Take a delay a game. Yeah, take a penalty and then go for it. Yeah.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll set them back 5. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm going to run that.
Go Bandit. 380 hit. Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
You get 2 losses.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Wait, that 380. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Let's go. Kill.
Now Brady. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
I think
that'll be a
doing
pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
I'm going to outside, baby. I'm cutting inside, then outside. I got you. Yeah.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Go, baby. Go, baby. Straight.
Complete. 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it.
Fumble.
The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I hit stick here. Watch this hit stick,
quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when coaches tell us that when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's lit.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, y'all back it up. Is he throwing it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he throwing it?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. A desperation heat for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen? Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the fit. And victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bucs take a.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
49ers. Seattle be good. I think Seattle be a good one. Be a good one. George Kittle. What you know about George Kittle?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Bubble.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mayfield. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Cooper's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, punk.
Brady going to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 26, check 26.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
180.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
Wait, 20.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
All right, let's see what we got.
Regular.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Barr, that's Anthony Barr. What we doing, run?
Hey, watch the screen.
Ooh, here, I'll let you do it.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ooh. Chelsea goes 4 for 5. Ooh. No 4 down. They rule.
53.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They're not running this long.
No, 66. Go Bandit.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of 1st downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Caught. Kelce, left side. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
No, 66.
Watch the whip. Check motion.
Not bad.
72.
Play action. Now it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelce. Travis Kelce. Touchdown.
Tag the blocker at the end.
Travis Kelce, 53 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
field on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Minnesota dude or Ed Reed.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like...
Hey, that was quick. That was a tie game. What was they thinking? Shut up. One more and then game Fortnite. Get Ram up. Ram. Chubb, this 11:49. You straight. Where's Ram? Where's Ram? All day long. 24/7.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey 68 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Push the button down.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run with Allen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
This one's going to be quick, folks.
Pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a
Von Miller, Bobby Wagner connection there. Khalil Mack.
And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Pressure both sides.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Well moved.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
His pass complete to Odell Beckham. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
180.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Cover 2 hard flat.
180.
Cover 2 hard flat.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Mayfield looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
My 50, my 50. Here we go.
50.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Jackson, options out left. He's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Not even in your division, conference. I mean, the Bills are going to be in the playoffs.
Handing it off to Brown. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Just like that. Just like that.
It's Rams, buddy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Get him.
Sugar.
Right there.
Hey, Echo.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And That is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check. King.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Allen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw from Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Put bar out there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
How do you give up a touchdown?
Jerry Rice. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
The Bucs take over 1st and
field goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, check it.
50.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
You get your kicker check.
On first down, Brady. Well, he's going to be out of
Kicker has put
bounds,
us
but
in
not
some
before
bad
he
spots.
takes it inside the 40.
You know,
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Get your kicker.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
Justin Tucker.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Check.
It's me.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, we got win?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
Okay.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
Not open.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first.
It's open.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no
They had a
run back
returner,
here.
too.
This
I
will
didn't
be a
even see that
touchback,
dude.
and
They
it
had a
comes out to the
returner back there.
25-yard line.
Hey, it's a ball game. It is a freaking ball game. Tampa 2. Tampa 2. I know. Tampa 2. You got to tighten something.
The drive starts with a run by Allen.
Oh, my God. Bad angle. That was a bad angle.
And finally, down at the
And Marcus
36-yard
Allen
line.
is
A
starting
heck
to
of a way to
click.
start the fourth quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Buccaneers' 30-yard line.
20.
Who's going to get a little offense here? Yeah,
On second down now.
Definitely going to stay with
It's
the
Allen,
run.
and that play going absolutely nowhere as
you
he's
gotta stay in
built
this
it
cover
before
two.
he could
You
get
gotta
out of the
tighten it
backfield.
up here.
It'll be a loss of 1, and just
Watch
like
the
that,
middle.
it's third down.
The 3.
180. Regular.
45 tonight.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this
No,
go
they're
for the
picking
end
on.
zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Dude.
Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. And he is all the
Boy,
way past the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there.
Look at
Not
him,
really
look.
confident throw either.
Ooh.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
That was almost late. That was almost a little late right there. But he got it.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
Check it. Reload.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Brady. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10. At around the 26-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Shit.
Hey, 166.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here I come again.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Go Bandit. Hey. High 7, 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. On target over the middle to Hill. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson, options out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
No turnovers here. Just saying, no turnovers.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Brown. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
I mean...
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check 180. Check 45.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Now a carry for Allen. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down, it's Allen. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
What do you think?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ooh, it's 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Cover 2.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
45 the mark.
Pistol. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, you've got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that. Because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for 1 more shot.
Cover 2, right?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, box truck.
Check right 27, check right 27. Crunch time, defense.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
That's crazy. Easy. Remember, this is three.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check it back. Check it back.
Which way we going?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Sugar! Don't get nervous. Alert!
Yeah. Oh, we got him. He's on him. He's on the corner. He's on the corner. He's on the corner, Joe.
Shadow!
To throw is Brady. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And at the end of it, he stops. Ball comes loose.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Falcons
Touchdown
grab
to
it.
beat us. Touchdown to beat us. Touchdown to beat us.
And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
What?
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
There we go. Now we gotta go crazy.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll look to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is big. They get 10 yards and kick a field goal. 10 yards.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This is clutch. This is big here. 3rd.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Timeout.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular
A little
affair.
nervous when they picked that fumble
finish
up.
it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
What a game. What a game. I think we got it figured out. That was a good little game. What time y'all getting on tomorrow? What you about to eat?
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
You don't do that. That was the worst decision. Boy, wait. Who you gonna play? There you go. Get this dude. We're playing duo. Playing duo. Yep. Send invite. Oh, we do it right here. Ready up. Ready up, folks. Crazy. What are you doing? Closing out? Yeah, AK-47. 2 people it was. They said it was 2. Maybe it's just one. It's just one dude, I guess. You closing out?